Hello friends, today I am going to start logical reasoning, that is the last part of mathematical logic. So let us begin with logical reasoning. So yes, our today's topic is what we can say that logical reasoning. So that is also important, logical reasoning, isn't it? So before moving to the reasoning part, yes, some basics are there. Yes, you only tell me. Yes, we already discussed these things. You only tell me. Let's say what is the meaning of implication? P implies Q. We can say that P implies Q means if P is true, then Q must be true. And we seen yes, this is equivalent to yes, its contrapositive part. Contrapositive is what? Negation Q implies negation P. Yes or no? Can we say or not? So we can say that this direct statement P implies Q is equivalent to negation Q implies negation Q. I hope this one is clear to everyone. But we cannot say that P implies Q is equivalent to Q implies P. Yes, you can make the truth table and you can, yes, identify it easily. I already discussed these things also. Okay, so yes, we can say that let's say P implies Q, this statement is direct. Then we can say that Q implies P is what? We can say that this is converse of direct. Next one, you only tell me what is negation. P implies negation Q. This is the inverse of direct. Yes or no? And last one is negation Q implies negation P. That is, we can say that contrapositive of direct. So from here we can say that yes, I already told you these things. So yes, we can conclude from here. We can say that direct is equivalent to, yes, we can say that contrapositive, as well as we can say that converse is equivalent to inverse. So meaning is what? We can say that yes, take negation of right hand side implies negation of left hand side, that is equivalent statement, that is known as the contrapositive. Next one, you only tell me, oh yes, you only tell me P biconditional Q. So you know very well what is the truth table of P biconditional Q. Let's say two variables are there, P and Q. So four possibilities are there, true, true. Then we can say that true, false. Then we can say that false and true. And final one, we can say that false, false. So we can say that because of P implies Q, this becomes false, and because of Q implies P, this becomes false. So P implies Q is what? We can say that this is P implies Q and logical AND, means as well as Q implies P. So because of P implies Q, we can say that this becomes false, and because of Q implies P, we can say that this becomes false. And you know very well P implies Q is false when P is true and Q is false, means left hand side is true and right hand side is false, isn't it? I hope this one is clear. Okay, and yes, we can say that in remaining combinations this one will be the true. Yes or no? So we can say that this one is true. So you only tell me. Yes, you only tell me. Yes, we can say that. That means the biconditional P biconditional Q is true. Yes, we can say that when both are true or when both are false. Yes or no? Now you only tell me. Let's say LHS, or let's say LHS biconditional, yes, RHS. You only tell me if both expressions are same. Let's say this is X, this one is also X, isn't it? Then we can say that either X will be true, then it will be true, true. And either if it is false, then it will be false, false. So we can say that yes, overall truth value will be what? We can say that true only. That means we can say that whenever yes, both sides of the biconditional are same, then we can say that truth value will be true only, isn't it? Okay, so X can be yes, any expression, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. Remember guys, yes, you only tell me. Yes, this is the truth table for P biconditional Q. Now make the truth table for Q biconditional P. Isn't it? That will be what? We can say that again true, false, false, false. Next one, you only tell me. Yes. Next one, you only tell me. Next one, let us assume what is the truth table of negation P biconditional Q. So first, yes, find out the negation P, then negation Q, and then take the biconditional. Then it will be true. Then it is false, 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 true. Then last one, you only tell me what will be the truth table of negation Q biconditional. Yes, negation P, that will be, yes, we can say that first find out negation Q, then negation Q, P, then it will be true only. This one will be false, this one will be false, and last one is true only. Yes or no? So what we can conclude? We can conclude that P biconditional Q is equivalent to Q biconditional P, that is equivalent to negation P biconditional negation P, and that is equivalent to, we can say that, negation Q biconditional negation P. That means in case of biconditional, we can say that all direct, converse, inverse and contrapositive all are equal or equivalent. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Remember one more thing. Yes, we can say that, you only tell me. Yes, you only tell me what is the expression for P biconditional Q. We can say that this is, yes, that is PQ plus P dash Q dash. Yes or no? Isn't it? So yes, you can verify it like that. Let's say Q biconditional P. Then this one becomes also, yes, we can say that QP plus Q dash P dash. So we can say that these are equivalent only. Next one, you can take negation Q biconditional negation P. This becomes, we can say that Q dash P dash, that is QP. Let's say this is X, let's say this is Y. So we can write it like that, XY plus X dash Y dash. And what is X here? X is Q dash. What is Y here? We can say that Y is P dash. What is X complement? X complement means Q complement. Double complement means Q only. Y complement means double complement means P only. So that is equivalent to B biconditional Q only. Isn't it? So we can say that, yes, you only tell me this is also equivalent to P biconditional Q and so on. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we can conclude, yes, P biconditional Q. Yes, we can say that this is true when P is true as well as Q is true, or whenever P is false as well as Q is false. Okay. So these are the some basics, we can say that, which will require. Okay. So write down first question based on reasoning, how reasoning is developed in logic. Okay. So we'll see one by one. Let us consider one example. Let's say this question is given to you. Consider the following two statements. Isn't it? Two statements are given to you. S1 is, if a candidate is known to be corrupt, then he will not be elected. That is the first statement. What is S2? S2 is, if a candidate is kind, then he will be elected. That is your statement 2. Then question is, which one of the following statements follows from S1 and S2 as per sound inference rules of logic? Okay. So we'll see which one is correct, which one is not correct. Now you only tell me, let us assume if a candidate is known to be corrupt, let's say represent with, yes, represent this statement with P, and let's say he will not be elected. Let's say this one is represented, he will be elected. Let's say this is represented with Q. So not elected becomes what? We can say that negation Q. Now you only tell me S1 is P implies negation Q or not. Yes, we can say that, where P represents a candidate is known to be corrupt and Q is what? He will elected. Yes or no? Next one, if a candidate is kind, let's say, let one more variable for candidate is kind. Let's say this is R, comma means then he will be elected. Then we can say that for elected it is what? We can say that Q. So if then becomes what? Implication. If then means implication. So we can say that S1 is this one and S2 is this one. So these two statements are given to you. Now which one of the following statements follows from S1 and S2? Follows means implies. Yes or no? Implies means we can say that what is the conclusion. Yes or no? So we can say that all premises, yes, we can say that implies conclusion. Yes or no? So whatever be the yes options, these are the conclusion only. And we need to verify which one is a valid argument. Okay. So every option with these two statements, yes, we can say that will be a argument. Yes or no? And we'll see which one argument is true. So let us take, yes, you only tell me if a person, let us consider first option, that is option A. If a person is known to be correct, that is we can say that this is P, implies he is kind. If then means implication, isn't it? So we can say that this is kind means we can say that that is R. So first argument is this one. Yes or no? So we'll see what is the validity of this particular argument, isn't it? So let me see once what is the validity of this argument. You only tell me. So we'll see the validity of this particular argument. Yes. Now you only tell me, guys. Yes, our first option becomes, yes, we can say that one argument, that is P implies negation Q, and whereas 2 is R implies Q. Yes, similarly we can say that, yes, therefore P implies R. So for the validation of this, what must be the condition? Yes, we can say that the conjunction of all premises. So first premise we can write it like that or not, P dash plus Q dash, because P implies Q is what? We can say that P dash plus Q. Here Q is what? Negation Q, so it will be negation only. Then we can say that and with, yes, second, that is R dash plus Q. Yes, whole implication we can say that P implies R, and P implies R can be written like this or not? You only tell me. Yes, can we write P implies R like that? P dash plus R. Yes or no? Isn't it? Now check the validity of this statement. Let us consider, simplify this one. This is X, this is Y. Now you only tell me, yes, X implies Y is what? We can say that X dash plus Y. So it becomes what? We can say that, yes, multiply inside P dash, then we can say that R dash, plus we can say that P dash Q, then we can say that Q dash R dash, plus we can say that Q dash Q, yes, whole complement plus Y. Y is what? P dash plus R. Yes or no? Now you only tell me, yes, after simplification, yes, we can get, let us, yes, this becomes Q dash Q becomes what? 0. So it becomes, we can say that P dash R dash plus P dash Q, plus we can say that Q dash R dash whole complement plus P dash plus R. Now, yes, apply De Morgan's. Whole complement can be simplified with the help of De Morgan's. So it becomes what? P plus R. Then we can say that this becomes P plus Q dash. This becomes, we can say that Q plus R. Yes or no? Plus we can say that this is P dash plus R. Isn't it? So multiply these terms, so we'll get what? We can say that PQ plus PR, then we can say that PQ dash R, then it is PQR, then we can say that this is PR plus Q dash R plus P dash plus R. Yes or no? Now combine these one. Yes, take PQ as a common. Yes, sorry, PR as a common. So here we can take PR as a common. So it becomes Q plus Q dash, that is 1. Yes or no? So PR dot 1 is PR only. Isn't it? And one more PR is there. So PR plus PR is PR only. Because in logic, A plus A is A only. So we can write it like that or not? PQ. Yes, right. PR one time plus again PR. So we can write PR one time only. Yes or no? Next one we can say that Q dash R, then P dash plus R. Isn't it? Yes or no? Now combine, yes, we can say that, let's say it becomes what? We can say that P dash plus Q dash R, we can say that plus PR plus R. So take R as a common. So it becomes R common. Yes, R is common. So we can say that 1 plus P, that is 1 only. So we can say that this becomes R only. So it becomes, ultimately, we can say that it becomes what? Yes, we can say that P dash plus Q dash R plus R. Again take R as a common. Then it becomes what? Yes, R as a common. So we can say that 1 plus Q dash is 1. So it becomes P dash plus Q plus R. So we cannot simplify further. This is the last step. So it is not a tautology. This one is what we can say that contingency. So we can say that this one is not a tautology. Yes or no? So this is not a tautology. So we can say that this argument is not valid. So in the question, we can say that option A is incorrect. Okay. So build, we can say that an argument for every option and check whether this one is valid or not. Then only we can conclude whether this one this one is implies or not, or follows or not. Isn't it? Okay. So let us consider C option. You only tell me. You only tell me. What about C option? You only tell me. If a person is kind, then we can write it like that. Yes. If a person is kind, you only tell me. Kind is what? We can say that R. So we can say that this statement becomes what? We can say that R then implies he is not known to be corrupt. Not known to be corrupt means corrupt is what? We can say that P. So it becomes what? Not corrupt means negation P. So we can say that for option C, argument will be what? You only tell me. Yes, let me check once. Yes. Now argument will be what? You only tell me. Yes. Now argument will be, you only tell me. This is given. Yes, S1 is given. That is P1 implies negation Q, and S2 is what? We can say that R implies Q. And what is the option C? Therefore option C is R implies negation P. So check it once. Yes, you only tell me. Yes, we can say that we can say that conjunction of all these premises implies conclusion is a tautology or not. If it is a tautology, then it is valid argument. Yes or no? Now we can check it. Yes, S1 can be written like this or not. P dash plus Q dash. S2 can be written like this. R dash plus Q. All implies conclusion. We can say that R dash plus P dash. That is the conclusion. Now you only tell me after simplification it will be PQ plus RQ dash plus R dash plus P, and after that we can say that P dash plus Q plus R dash plus Q dash. Now Q dash becomes 1 plus Q dash plus Q becomes 1 plus anything in logic is 1, that is true. So we can say that tautology. So we can say that this is a valid argument. Yes or no? Isn't it? Yes. How we can see this question with the help of rule of inferences. Now you only tell me. Yes, you only tell me. Yes, let us consider two statements are given to you. Yes, these are the hypothesis or premises. So we can write in any order. Premises can be written in any order, whether it is S1, S2 or S2, S1. So can I write S2 like that or not? You only tell me. R implies Q. Yes or no? Let's say this is first premise. Now you only tell me, can I write second one, first one as like that or not? You only tell me, yes, this S1 is given to you. Yes, P implies negation Q. So what will be the contrapositive of this one? You only tell me. Contrapositive means negation of right hand side, that is negation Q becomes Q, implies negation of left hand side, that is negation P. So that is the contrapositive. So we can say that these two statements are equivalent or not. So can we write it like that or not? Q implies negation P. And what is the, you only tell me, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is R implies negation P or not. Now you only tell me, this one is which rule of inference? Yes, we studied in the last to last lecture. Rule of inference is for propositional logic. Now you only tell me, this is what we can say that this is hypothetical syllogism. Yes or no? That is hypothetical syllogism. Yes or no? Isn't it? So yes, directly we can identify, means if you remember the rule of inferences, then directly without simplification, directly you can conclude that this one is hypothetical syllogism, and that is one of the valid argument, because all rule of inferences are valid arguments. Just one trick is there. Yes, so just write or try to write S1's contrapositive part here, then you will see this becomes a hypothetical syllogism, isn't it? I hope this question is clear to you guys. So we can say that yes, C option is correct. So here, yes, we consider C1. So we can say that C1 is correct. So A is false. You can check B. B will also be false. And you can check for D. D is also false. So C is the correct answer. This is one of the previous year GATE problem. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So this question was in GATE CSIT. So we can say that yes, this one is simple one. Okay. Okay. So next question on reasoning. Write down next one. Yes, so this one is the second question based on reasoning. These type of questions are also very, very important. So it is given that in a room, there are only two types of people, namely type 1 and type 2. Yes, try to read it carefully, isn't it? This one is very good question. Next one, type 1 people always tell the truth, and type 2 people always lie, isn't it? So we can say that in a room there are only two types of people, namely type 1 and type 2. Type 1 people always tell truth, and type 2 people always lie. Truth means not true. Truth means it can be either true or false, but it must be truth only, isn't it? Okay. Next one. Yes, what is the next statement? You give a fair coin to a person in that room without knowing which type he is from, isn't it? And tell him to toss it and hide the result from you till you ask for it, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Now, next question is what? Upon asking, the person replies the following. The reply is what? We can say that the result of the toss is had if and only if and only if means by conditional. I already told you guys in the previous lectures. The result of the toss is had if and only if I am telling the truth, isn't it? That is the question. Now, which of the following option is correct? That is the question, isn't it? Okay. So you only tell me this statement can be written like this or not. Result of the toss is had if and only if means by conditional. Yes, telling the truth. If I am telling the truth, isn't it? Okay, isn't it? Can we write it like that or not? Yes, we can write it like that, isn't it? Now, yes, what are the options? Yes, you can see these are the options. The result is head, the result is tail. Option C is if person is of type 2, then the result is tail. If the person is of type 1, then the result is tail. These are the four options, isn't it? So we'll see one by one. Yes, you only tell me what was the reply. Reply was what? Result is head if and only if I am telling the truth. So we can write it like that. Result is head. Yes, if and only if means by conditional, telling the truth, isn't it? Telling the truth. So if we assume result is head, let's say this is represented with one variable, that is p, and second one is q. So we can say that this is p by conditional q. Yes or no? Now take the first case. You only tell me. Let us take first case. Yes, you only tell me. Let's say first case. Yes, what is the case 1? Case 1 is what? We can say that if type 1 person is there, you only tell me type 1 person is there, and you know very well type 1 person always tell truth. Always tells truth. Yes or no? Now you only tell me, that means P by conditional Q. This telling the truth means Q is always true, isn't it? We can say that because why? Because we can say that telling, if I am telling the truth, and if it is the type 1 person, then guaranteed, yes, the truth will be there. So we can say that Q is true. Yes or no? Now you only tell me, if Q is true, then what must be the value of P so that this biconditional statement is true. So recently I told you guys that yes, P biconditional Q is true. Yes, when both are true or both are false. Here type 1 person is there, so always tell truth. Yes or no? So we can say that Q value becomes true. So P must be true. Yes, then only we can say that the overall value of this biconditional will be true only. Yes or no? So that means P is true, and what is P? We can say that the result is head. Result is head. So when we assume that the person is of type 1, then what is the conclusion? That the result is head. Now we'll take the case 2. Remember guys, we will take the case 2. Isn't it? Case 2 is little bit tricky. Case 2, in case 2 we'll assume that the person is of type 2. That means always lies. Yes or no? So you can write down. Yes, we can say that case 2. Yes, you only tell me case 2. Let us assume the type 2 person. And type 2 person always lies. Yes or no? So we can say that because type 2 person is, or we can say that always lying. So the result will be what? We can say that, yes, write down. Because we can say that type 2 person always lies. Yes or no? So we can say that the result will be, yes, the result will be negation of the, yes, statement. We can say that negation of the statement P biconditional Q. Yes or no? That was the, yes, whatever, yes, yes, we can say that P biconditional Q was the statement that was, yes, yes, that was told upon asking. Yes or no? Now you only tell me negation of P biconditional Q is what? Yes, we can say that this one is P XOR Q. This one I already told you. Yes, in the initial lectures. Yeah, or you can take the negation. After that negation you will see this is, yes, P XOR Q, and P XOR Q can be written like that or not? P dash Q plus PQ dash. Yes or no? Isn't it? P XOR Q is P dash Q plus PQ dash. I already told you guys these things in the initial lectures, but our XOR operation I think in the first lecture itself. Isn't it? Now you only tell me what is the meaning of P dash plus Q. Yes, we can say that P dash means P means a result is, what we assume P means a result is head, and P dash means we can say that it is not head. Yes or no? And we can say that yes, Q means what? We can say that truth is spoken. Yes or no? Truth is spoken. Yes or no? You only tell me. But you only tell me truth is spoken. But you only tell me this is the type 2. Type 2 person. Yes or no? So type 2 always lie. So we can say that it is not possible in actual. In real, we can say that this is not possible because type 2 cannot speak truth. Yes or no? So we can say that this is not possible. Isn't it? This is not possible. Yes or no? We can say that this is not possible. Why? Because Q means truth is spoken, but it is type 2 person. So we can say that type 2 person always lies. So we can say that this part is, or this one is not possible. Yes or no? So we can say that it cannot be a reality that yes, type 2 person or any liar speaks truth. Yes or no? That is not possible. So what about others? You only tell me this part. This part says that P means what? We can say that P means what? Result is head. Yes or no? Result is head. And Q dash means what? We can say that person is not telling the truth. Yes, that is the meaning of this one. Person is not telling the truth. That is the meaning of P Q dash. Yes or no? Yes, we assume that P is what? Result is head. And what is Q? Q is telling the truth. So here P dash, P Q dash means what? Result is head and person is not telling the truth. Yes, this is very much possible. Why? Because type 2 person always lies. So person is not telling the truth. Yes, that is correct because type 2 person is there. Now also we can say that the result is head only. So we, yes, we conclude that what, either it is case 1 means a type 1 or it is case 2 that is type 2. We can say that in both the cases, yes, we proved that the result is always head. So what will be the correct answer? Yes, we can say that option A means the result is always head. So we can say that this is independent on type, either it is type 1 or type 2. Yes or no? Now you only tell me what will be the correct answer. Correct answer will be what? Option A only. That is the result is always head. Okay. So we can say that these questions, these type of questions are, we can say that based on a logical reasoning. So we can say that a logical reasoning, yes, we can say that is nothing but, we can say that whatever the previous knowledge you got in the mathematical logic, that is sufficient to elaborate, or we can say that to conclude, yes, any question. I hope this one is clear. So guys, that's all about, we can say that logical reasoning and we can say that mathematical logic. So mathematical logic is very important subject to, we can say that chapter in discrete mathematics, and it will be important, or we can say that beneficial, and it will be used in many other technical subjects in computer science. Okay guys, so that's all about, yes, we can say that mathematical logic. Okay, thank you so much.